Hi guys, I'm Lauren. Welcome to my channel. It's so good to see you guys. Thank you guys for popping in. I did something today that may or may not be good. I don't know. You be the judge. I have no idea. What I ended up doing was going in for groceries and coming out with plants. So I got plants today and I did film a little bit of it for you guys. It's not like a professional tour or anything. I just went in for some groceries, saw they had a bunch of plants before all the Christmas stuff rolled in, and I wanted to kind of take advantage of that. I also wanted to show you the plants that I got. So let me roll that footage for you and then we'll go ahead and talk about the plants that I got. Also today I ended up getting a plant with spider mites on it. I knew it had spider mites. It was marked down because it had spider mites. But I think I can defeat them pretty easily on this particular plant without too much effort. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and kind of walk you through my process with that. Basically what we're going to get into today is plant tour, showing of the plants that I have purchased, and then how to treat some spider mites. So let's just get into it, guys. about me. I always buy multiple plants. I can never walk in and just grab one plant. It's always multiple plants. I don't know why. I just bundle shop. I don't know. But this is the first plant that I picked up. It is an illusion syngonium. I believe it is Syngonium Maria. It comes in with this metallic pink sheen and then it fades off to this beautiful green with pink venation. I hope it's focusing for you, but it's really fabulous. This is a really, really cool plant. You can see a new leaf is kind of unfurling right there. Basically, you just treat them like an aroid. They can grow up the trees just like any philodendron. They will also vine and trail out. They're a little bit more gangly, kind of like a maranta when you let them trail and whatnot, but they're amazing plants. I have 3 or 4 of these already, and I just love them so much. They're fantastic. So if you get a chance, they are toxic to pets, just like any other philodendron aroid type of deal, but they're pretty fabulous. Definitely give them a chance if you happen to come across them. This one was only $6 too, which is pretty great. So that's not a bad price for a big full potted plant. I think this is about a 5-inch pot. So I will have to repot it sometime, but that's a video for another day. All right, next up, you guys may know I am a sucker for calathea. This is a calathea orbifolia. They get these very big, vibrant, beautiful leaves. They stay all green, but they'll have kind of silver striping on them, which is really cool. This is the second one of these that I have purchased. I actually purchased another one online. It came terribly, absolutely terribly. So I actually had to chop it back. It's coming back now, but I really wanted a more full pot. This one was about $5. So I was pretty excited. It says $12, but it was on clearance. So it was like $5 or $6. But you can see the new leaves are unfurling right here. I love how the calathea unfurl like rosettes. It's a really beautiful plant. I have been wanting one of these for a really long time, so I'm super excited to finally have one. I will be doing a calathea video at some point, so keep your eye out on that. So the next two are actually ficus trees. I got them for just a couple bucks each, which is awesome. This first one is the Ficus altissima. I think that is how you say it. You can see it's got lots of node growth points up close right here, which is really cool. It's even got new growth popping out up top here, which is amazing. I'm super in love with this plant. Just the variegation alone on this plant is absolutely incredible. If you get a chance to get one of these, they love sun, so much sun, as much as you possibly can give them, and then just let them dry out. They are a lot easier than the fiddle leaf fig. So if you're really worried about a ficus, you want a ficus tree, try an altissima. Another one that's similar to the altissima with a similar growth pattern is the burgundy ficus. I love this because it gets a beautiful metallic sheen on the front. It's a very thick, chunky leaf. I love the chunky plants, you know me. You can see here how it has the red venation in the back, and it's just a stunning contrast to the front. It's got more of a matte look to the back, and you can see the burgundy coloring throughout the leaf. It's just really amazing. Highly recommend. Just let it dry out, give it lots of sun. It's going to be a great plant for you. So this is the other plant I got. It's actually an Aurelia, a type of Aurelia tree. It's fairly small for a tree, but the price was irresistible. It has some spidermites, it has some dead foliage at the bottom, but it's got so much new growth, and the bark is fully formed. It's a mature plant, which is just incredible. Here you can see all of the spidermites, and you can tell some of the damage that's been done to this plant. But just checking the leaves over, you can see some of the damage. It's not in the best of conditions, I'm not gonna lie. But I think all we really need to do is just give it a good cleaning and treat it with insecticidal soap. This is my bathroom. The yellow in the center there is a telltale sign of spider mites. So if you're only looking at the top, that's how you tell, and then you can look over, you see the black dust there. It does have some very fine spider webbing with it, which is how I know that it's spider mites. The black is spider mites, and then the white is their skins that they have cast off. It's actually pretty gross, but we're gonna clean it and get it all taken care of. I just love how this tree looks. I like how the leaves are shaped kind of like a cup, and then you've got pink edges on the outside here, and it's just it's got like a lacy feel to it. I don't know, it's just a very unique looking tree. And that's the new growth right there, so it's actually got quite a bit going on. My plan is to just keep treating it, and then I can wash it in my shower every few days. I'm pretty excited to take this journey with this plant. It's gonna look beautiful when it's done. So the first step is to clean it with Captain Jack's Dead Bug. It specifically says on here that it will kill spider mites, which is exactly what I need. Incecticidal soap, BONIDE Incecticidal Super Soap, is a specific substitute for this particular product as well. And I'm just gonna make sure that I spray the leaves, and I'm going to wipe every single leaf and the trunk off with this soft white cloth. So that way everything gets cleaned, every nook and cranny, and I will remove any damaged leaves. So I'm going to start here, and I start at the top and I work my way down. And that way, if anything falls off while I'm cleaning, it's going to fall onto the under leaves, and then I'll clean them as well. It's the same premise for cleaning a home. Just start at the top and work your way down. I'm just making sure to spray everything as evenly as possible and make sure to get the tops and the bottoms. The only problem is, as you can see, these leaves are kind of cup shaped, so they are pooling some of the spray. But that's okay. I'll just soak it up with the cloth, and I will make sure to use that to scrub the stems as well. You want to make sure that you get every crack and crevice of the top and of the bottom of every single leaf, because if you miss one spider mite, it will reproduce. They can lay thousands of eggs, so you definitely don't want to miss any of them. I'm going to wipe every single one of these leaves individually along with the stems, and I will do this every 5 days or so for the next 2 months, and then the plant should be completely free of spider mites. I also intend to periodically rinse the plant in my shower, since it's going to be here in the bathroom. And this area is cooler temperatures, which is why I have my ferns in here as well. I'm making sure this plant does not go anywhere near my ferns. I moved my ferns off the windowsill back there, you may have noticed if you've watched my videos before. But I really just want to make sure that I don't spread anything, but I do not want this plant to be in a warmer area where spider mites are going to have the ability to just explode everywhere. I'm trying to take out majority of them now, and then through my periodic cleanings over time, I will take out any stragglers. Their eggs hatch every 3 days or so, every 3 to 5 days, so I'm just going to make sure that I clean everything up before they have had the opportunity to mature, and 5 days seems to be a good, I don't know, just a good limit for that, I guess. I don't want to do it too soon because I don't want to have any eggs that have not hatched be missed. So, but yeah, I think it'll be a good system. I think it's going to work out really well. Make sure to follow if you are into, the plant recovery journeys. This was just an irresistible plant. It was on clearance for $10. This entire giant plant was only $10. So I just couldn't say no. Now that I have cleaned the entire plant, I am going to go down. I'm going to remove all of the dead foliage in the bottom. In the dead crispy bits is where a lot of the spider mites like to make their homes. So if we remove all of that, that's less places for them to hide as well. I also don't want to water in any pests that could potentially be hiding in the foliage, so that's another reason to make sure that it gets all cleaned out.
Here I am making sure that I scrub the tree trunk as well and all of the branches, so if there are any pests on them, they are removed as well. With pests, it's very important to make sure that we get as much as possible removed, so that way we can limit their numbers and then eventually eliminate them. I did want to show you this new growth here. It's just so beautiful how it comes in all tiny and green, and it looks like the top of this was actually cut at some point, and it's pushed out 3 new branches and it's working on a 4th new branch. So that's really great for pruning, just something for us to keep in mind. That way we can shape the tree how we want it as it grows. I really like that this tree is so mature and we can do so much with it. It's very exciting. I just realized that this kind of looks like it could be scale, so if you were ever to be concerned about that, you can just take a Q-tip with some rubbing alcohol and rub it on the stem of the tree or what you believe to be scale. If there's nothing on it, then you know that it is not a pest of any kind. This works for mealybugs as well. So because this is all over the entire tree and I just did the rubbing alcohol test, we know that it is not scale or a pest, and this is just how the tree is. And here is our beautiful ficus. It's looking amazing. I'm so excited for it. It's all cleaned and pretty, and I got the foliage removed. I do want to put a liner in the basket so that way I can just water it right there and not have it leak and get all moldy and gross. But this is going to grow fantastically right in front of this window here. Here's some of the dead foliage. I actually didn't have as much as I thought. Not as much as I thought was going to be all gross and nasty from this. It's in great condition. I'm very surprised that they marked it down so low. You can see here that it was only $10. It's just, what an incredible price for such a huge plant. Look how big this is, guys. I didn't know where I was going to put it, but oh my god, I couldn't say no. So down here you can see this basket has molded before and I have cleaned it out. I do want to make sure to put a liner in it, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to use one of these little saucer trays. I'm also going to be using this plastic Walmart bag. This is one of their heavy-duty recyclable ones, so I feel it'll hold up to the water very well, and I'll just have to periodically clean it out every once in a while. I'm going to lay that in here, kind of fold it so that it can't be seen from the top, but I want to make sure that there is great coverage because I don't want any leaking issues. This is going to add some more stability. I also feel like it's going to hold on to the water a little bit better, and that way hopefully it won't leak as much. And just kind of, it's a limited reservoir sort of. So plus it'll enable easier cleaning, hopefully. I don't know. You can see that it was marked down for half off Aurelia Fabian. I don't know if that's the real name of it. I have not researched it yet. I'm still just in awe of this plant. So we're just going to make sure that it is nice and comfy in its new home. I think some of the drooping on this plant was actually from it needing some water, not just from the spidermite damage. The soil was very, very dry. It does need a repot with roots popping up the top, but I'm pretty excited for what it's going to look like once it gets some water, and it's pretty happy.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I got 2 more videos right here for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy. See you in the next one. Bye!